She built an empire on kindness. But behind the cameras, insiders say the truth was something else entirely.
My buddy Greg, who was one of her writers, was like, she's a piece. He was like, she's a mom.
And now, as Epstein's files continue to expose Hollywood's darkest secrets, one voice has allegedly broken her silence. A voice no one expected.
That's a different type of party, though.
Uh-huh.
It'd go from like 9:30 to like maybe 3 o'clock.
For years, Justin Bieber sat on that stage, young, vulnerable, uncomfortable. And now, sources claim his wife, Hailey, is finally revealing what he went through.
Why are you putting me on the spot like this? Gosh.
But here's what nobody is connecting. Ellen DeGeneres has allegedly responded, and her reaction is raising more questions than answers. This is the story they don't want you to piece together. When Donald Trump announced he would release the Epstein files, something strange happened in Hollywood. Celebrities who had spent decades in the spotlight suddenly went quiet. PR teams scrambled, lawyers were hired, and one name that kept surfacing in online discussions was Ellen DeGeneres. Now let's be absolutely clear before we go any further. Ellen DeGeneres has not been charged with any crime related to Jeffrey Epstein. There is no official document in the millions of released pages that names her as a participant in criminal activity. But what happened next made millions of people ask questions.
Ellen and Portia have settled into a new home in the Cotswolds, a region in southwest England about 2 hours from London. We're told that the couple scooped up the place before the election, but were very disillusioned with Trump's victory, and as one source put it, they immediately decided to, quote-unquote, get the hell out.
The timing was suspicious. The Epstein scandal has deep UK connections. Prince Andrew, the London social scene, a trafficking network that stretched across the Atlantic, and suddenly, Ellen was living in the heart of it. But here's where it gets more interesting. Just 14 months later, Ellen purchased a $27 million mansion in Montecito, California. Insiders say she's now splitting her time between the UK and the US. Why leave so suddenly? And why come back just as quietly? Some said it was politics. Others weren't so sure. And then, just weeks ago, something allegedly happened that changed everything. Sources close to the Bieber family claim that Hailey Bieber has been privately opening up about what her husband Justin experienced during his rise to fame. Experiences that allegedly include encounters at gatherings connected to Jeffrey Epstein's inner circle. Now, Hailey herself has not made any public statement confirming this, but according to insiders, what she's been saying behind closed doors has sent shockwaves through certain Hollywood circles, and Ellen DeGeneres allegedly had a reaction. To understand why this matters, we need to go back, way back, to when Justin Bieber was just a teenager thrust into a world he didn't fully understand. Old clips from Justin's appearances on Ellen's show have started to resurface. At the time, these videos seemed innocent, a teenager being playful with a beloved host. But now, viewers are watching them differently. They notice the discomfort, the questions that felt like prying, the moments where Justin looked trapped.
So there's a young woman in the background you can see in the bed.
Yeah, I know.
Is that your girlfriend?
No, it's not.
Just a girl that you were in Bora
Just a
Bora
friend.
with?
Yeah.
You just brought a friend to Bora Bora?
Yeah.
And you're just naked with your friend?
Why are you putting me on the spot like this? Gosh.
Watch that clip again. Look at his face. Listen to his voice. That's not playful banter. That's a young man who feels cornered. And it happened over and over again on that show. Now here's the connection that people are making. Ellen's show was a major platform for Bieber's early career. At the exact same time, he was also spending time with Diddy. And we all know what different type of party. Those words have taken on a completely different meaning in 2025. And Ellen was right there, laughing, joking, casually discussing after-parties that went until 2 or 3 in the morning at private hotel floors. The social scene that connected Ellen, Epstein, Diddy, Bieber, and a web of other celebrities is now under a microscope. According to insiders, Justin is completely disgusted by what he's learning. And this is allegedly where Hailey comes in. Sources claim she's been a rock for Justin during this difficult time. But more than that, She's allegedly been speaking privately about what Justin went through. The parties, the introductions, the powerful adults who had access to him when he was still a minor. If these allegations are true, it would explain why certain people are very nervous right now. The Epstein files have unleashed something the world did not expect. Old moments that millions watched at the time now seem to mean something else entirely through a darker lens.
They're in the position to actually know the people's names on the list.
Yeah.
Those people are probably in trouble.
Yeah.
Because that's a crazy piece of information to have.
Look.
No one's been tried. No one's been brought. No one's been discussed. We know who went there. We know flight logs. No one talks about anything. There's no effort.
And the evidence keeps growing. Earlier this year, a major investigation uncovered something chilling.
I spearheaded a wired investigation that uncovered the data of almost 200 mobile phones belonging to visitors to his infamous peddling. The data was so precise, we were able to map the paths of these visitors to within centimeters, including their neighborhoods, buildings of origin, and the paths they took to get.
Within centimeters. Think about that. We now know exactly who went to that island. The question is, why hasn't anyone done anything about it? And then there are the emails. Email after email from Epstein's files contain language that investigators say doesn't add up.
She looks pregnant, reacting to a photo. And the client replies back to Epstein, "You mean radiating a soft glow with the look of bliss and excitement? Yeah, that's the pizza." I cannot be clearer than this, that this is a code word. It makes no sense in that context whatsoever.
Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna, who reviewed the unedited files, confirmed that these emails included coded phrases involving minors. She openly said that the way these words were used was not normal.
There was also a lot of language that appears to be coded regarding food. I wanted to let you know the crew really appreciated the pizza. Another email read, "This is better than a Chinese cookie, see attached. Let's go for pizza and grape soda again." This one talks about, yeah, that's the pizza. You mean radiating a soft glow with the look of bliss and excitement.
And it wasn't just pizza. The word jerky appeared repeatedly in ways that raised serious red flags.
There's another one here. Have you seen the beef jerky mentions as well? There's an email here from Jeffrey Epstein. Someone else says, Francis has time to come tomorrow to show me how to make it. Jerky, anyone? He will also bring you a taste of his jerky recipe from the restaurant.
Federal agents also opened Epstein's long-hidden safes from secret warehouses. Beginning in 2003, Epstein rented storage units across Florida, filling them with evidence. Investigators found training manuals, photographs of victims, and 3 computers that were cloned by the FBI, but whose originals were never found. What was on those computers? Who else is implicated? And why has it taken this long for any of it to surface? This brings us back to Ellen and her alleged reaction to what Hailey Bieber has reportedly been saying. According to sources, when word spread that Hailey was opening up about Justin's past experiences with powerful industry figures, Ellen allegedly became deeply concerned. Not concerned for Justin, concerned for herself. Now, we need to address something directly. Online, there have been extreme viral claims that Ellen acted as a madam for Epstein, that she helped facilitate introductions between young celebrities and powerful predators. These allegations are unproven, but they have been viewed millions of times. What is proven is Ellen's pattern of behavior towards those around her.
I was a producer on the Ellen DeGeneres show, won 4 Emmys, and would give them all back to have that time in my life. I had an NDA where I couldn't talk about her. And then now that she fled to England, which to me, like, the deportation thing is starting out on the right foot. And I think she wanted to move to a country, England, where being called the C word is kind of like a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because you kind of blend in a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not as harsh.
Yeah.
In 2020, 36 former employees spoke to reporters about what they described as a toxic workplace. The accusations were serious: harassment, inappropriate behavior, misconduct involving 3 executive producers.
I learned that things happened here that never should have happened.
But not everyone accepted that apology.
Phony, liar, hypocrite. That's my reaction. She's known about this for 17 years. She's created this culture. I was there from day one. We were all petrified of her.
A former cameraman described what staff called the Ellen gaze. When she was upset, her eyes would narrow and her cheekbones would tighten. To him, it felt like a queen looking for her next execution. That's how intimidating he claims she could be. And comedian Margaret Cho came forward with her own experience.
Ellen was like really weird and not nice to me for most of my career. And like, cause I opened for her in the 1980s.
Oh, you did?
When she was a headliner in comedy clubs and not way before her big fame.
Uh-huh.
And so then when I would do her talk show in the 2000s, she acted like we just met. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Like, that's weird. Like,
right.
It's like, we go way back. Dude, what? Like, it's so creepy and weird.
Margaret also revealed something else. David Bowie had appeared on Ellen's show and was excited to talk about Margaret. He went on and on about her outfit from a concert the night before, but Ellen cut all of it from the broadcast.
Producer, who's a really good friend of mine, had to call me and tell me, I can't believe she did this, but she cut it out of the show. But you need to know that he was going on and on about your outfit. He loves you. God said your name.
So petty.
Which is so rude.
This is who Ellen allegedly is behind closed doors. Someone who controls narratives. Someone who decides who gets seen and who gets silenced. Someone who, according to multiple sources, creates fear rather than kindness. So when allegations surface that she may have helped connect young celebrities to powerful people, it doesn't seem as far-fetched as it once did. Ellen is not the only familiar face being re-examined. Her close friend, Chrissy Teigen, made comments years ago that are now being viewed in a completely different light.
Actually, nothing I wouldn't eat or wouldn't drink or wouldn't try. If the person okayed it, I would eat a human. If you were at a very fancy restaurant and they were like a tiny piece of human meat.
No. I think the only way
you wouldn't try a tiny bite?
No.
Really?
Absolutely not.
Is that terrible?
At the time, many people brushed it off as dark humor. Hollywood is known for edgy jokes. But after the Epstein files, viewers are asking why anyone would even joke like that, and why was she so comfortable saying it? Online investigators point out that Chrissy was a frequent guest at major celebrity events, including gatherings connected to Diddy and various political figures. The same circles, the same parties, the same suspicious overlap. And then there's this. Remember when Ellen handed out pizza at the Oscars in 2014? At the time, it was a lighthearted gag, a celebrity moment captured for entertainment. Now, conspiracy theorists have connected it to the coded language in Epstein's emails.
What if in 2014 at the Oscars, they did a live auction for young people right in front of our noses, and all we did was laugh?
These are not just questions about Ellen DeGeneres. They're questions about a system where access is currency, where secrets are power, and where the public is left to guess at what happens behind closed doors. Why do powerful names so often appear closely connected in emails, on planes, at parties, and then vanish from the public record when questions are asked? Why are young celebrities like Justin Bieber so often positioned at the center of these elite networks, vulnerable, exposed, and then silent about what they witnessed? According to sources, this is exactly what pushed Hailey to allegedly start talking, watching her husband struggle, seeing the names surface, realizing that the people who hurt him might never face consequences unless someone speaks up. And if Ellen's alleged reaction is any indication, some people are very worried about what Hailey might say next. As things stand right now, the Epstein files are incomplete. They're redacted, censored, and in many ways unsatisfying. Names are blacked out, questions remain unanswered, and the public, left to fill in the gaps, has filled them with everything from legitimate concern to wild conspiracy. What we know is this: powerful people overlapped with Epstein. Some flew on his plane, some attended his parties, some appear in his emails. some do not, but their names have been dragged into the conversation anyway. Ellen DeGeneres moved to the UK. The timing raised eyebrows. She returned to the US. The timing raised more eyebrows. But moving abroad is not a crime. Buying a farmhouse is not evidence. And yet, the questions that remain are real. The dialogue, the demand for transparency, for accountability, for truth is far from over. If Hailey Bieber truly is opening up about what Justin experienced, this story is just beginning, and Ellen's alleged reaction suggests she knows it. What do you think is really going on? Is this coincidence or concealment? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit that notification bell because this story is developing fast and you don't want to miss what comes next.